What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I've been on YouTube creating content since 2015, and at that particular time, I got wind of certain black men who were living overseas, like the Charles Tyler show, Filoshko versus the World, who was in Russia. And, I wanted to just marry an American woman myself. But then I started to figure out that you had black men who had different experiences living overseas. Some black men were in Brazil. Some black men have already set foot in Colombia. Some black men were in the DR, Philippines, and many other places. But I always thought about this as being a single guy. If you're a guy who wasn't into a committed relationship and you decided to, move over there and explore your options and then marry a woman that's a foreign woman, it might be a little different. But now think about this. What if you're already a man that you feel is happily married, right? You feel that you're getting everything that you want on the American standard. But what happens if you get exposed to how some other men are being treated by their women overseas? And I think that's where the rubber meets the road. I was talking to one brother. He was, married to a black wife for like 17 years. And what he told me was that his son had a Japanese girlfriend. And he said, based on how the Japanese girlfriend treated his son, the girlfriend treated the son better than the wife treated him. And he said that although he didn't plan on getting a divorce, if he were to ever, remarry again, he would definitely only marry a Japanese woman. So now I'm coming to this post today because I was in a particular group. I will not mention the name of the group and we'll blur the names out. And the brother makes a particular post, right? And he says this: I am 56 years old and my wife of 14 years went into my phone last night. I was straddling the line about getting out of the matrix. By next year, now I'm going to make the date sooner. These bees crazy. She was just good over the weekend. Some bipolar-ish. I'm out. All right, so I kind of thought about went through the phone. Why would your wife go through the phone? And that is something that American women do go through the phone. But hear me out, right? So the guys in the group were commenting and stuff like that. He said this: guys, thanks for all the great comments. I put this out there, just wanted to feel what the audience thought about it. This group is amazing. The question I ask myself daily: if I got really sick in the morning, who would I want by my side when I'm ready to die? Who would I trust to take care of me? The answer is my Colombiana. Every day she texts me first thing in the morning: buenos dias. During the day, have you eaten yet? What did you eat? What are you doing? The one I live with, I stepped a nail the other day at work, came home limping. This bee pointed to the medicine cabinet and told me where I could find the alcohol. Shaking my effing head. Okay. So guys, not that I'm condoning cheating, because this particular person is still married. And obviously, while he's married, he's talking to this lady overseas. So he has a relationship with another woman and he has a wife. So obviously the wife is going to feel somewhat upset about it, right? So she went through the phone because obviously he's acting weird. And that's wrong. Cheat on your wife if you're married to her. However, look at the issues that we have here. Here's a man who obviously is unhappy with his relationship. And I know you guys will say, well, why don't he get a divorce? But think about it. He's thinking about leaving the entire country, leaving the wife here. He's already checked out of the relationship. He's just going through the motions. And now, why is that? Now, I'm not trying to say he's perfect or anything, because obviously he's not. But the issue that a lot of guys are looking at is I'm not getting what I want from the marriage. Obviously, we're getting, there are two different things here that I want and that you're willing to give. And certain guys have been married for 10 years, 14 years, 15 years. And guys got to fundamentally really understand this. The cost of taking care of women is up as they get older. Okay. The longer you stay with somebody, it costs more money to take care of them. Then you're probably getting like less sex. The looks are declining, so are yours. And then the relationship gets monotonous. That's really what you're doing every day. Okay. And, a lot of times people have, given up on the innovation of the relationship, trying to keep the relationship very interesting and things like that. So then what do you get? What do you get? I can tell you what you get. You get, well, let me go take a vacation with some of my buddies. And then you go over there and then you meet some lady who is just in her element. You meet a lady who's just in her culture and you're figuring like, wow, where have you been all my life? Okay. And that's when the rubber meets the road. And again, I'm not saying that women who do this, listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying they're perfect. Okay. But what I'm saying is the culture for an American man who is very liberal and what he will accept from a woman is just going to be a little bit better for some guys. Some women are giving guys baths. Imagine that. You go to Thailand or something like that. And I know people want to say, well, you're only doing that because these women are slaves and all this other stuff. It might be a part of the culture. Guys are getting full home cooked meals every day. It's how many guys honestly can say for their wife is cooking them home cooked meals. Women are taking care of you. I was talking to one YouTuber and he was telling him every time his wife wants to make love, his Colombian girlfriend or Brazilian girlfriend rather, she goes in, she puts on nice lingerie, she does her hair, she puts on perfume, everything to make herself as lovely as she can be. Always make sure that when she sees her, she's looking nice. No bonnets. Like, this is what we're talking about, right? This is what we're talking about. So now, how can an American man see that and be like, oh, what I got at home is the truth? Because see, let me just say this. If you're an American man and you're providing, well, American women gonna want you too. And they're good women in America, I would assume. But now a foreign woman, if you have the ability to deal with that, you're gonna get more for your buck. And we got to be honest. How much are you paying? Guys are looking at it like that. Like Austin Holloman made a very good comment. He said, listen, I can go to Austin. I love Austin. I can go to Austin and for the same price, the same $2,000, that will last me 2 to 3 years in Brazil. The women are going to be better looking. They're going to be more appreciative, all of that. And again, guys, you got to look at it and say, damn, like, is that what dudes are willing to walk out of their wives' lives dealing with foreign women? Is it that foreign women are that good? Are the relationships these guys are having with their wives, is that bad? That's the fundamental question that we're not asking, guys. And I believe we need to. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.